And then there's a bunch of rude dudes who get real attack him for some reason. They don't like Ghost Rider.
How do you like the new background here? Got the drum kit.
Ah, you're in the other room now.
I am in the other room now. Yeah, I got the computer on my bed. I got the drum kit behind me, you know. Beautiful.
You just change backgrounds every episode.
Yeah.
Now.
Next, I'm going to put it there, and I'll just be laying in my bed. I'll put my feet up, just laying on my stomach, do the whole podcast like that. And then I'll move into the closet and do it in there. So, yeah.
Start progressing through every room in the house.
Yep. And I will finish in the basement, in the mechanical room. So.
That's good content.
Yep. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, if this is laggy, sorry. For me, it's laggy for some reason, but it's recording fine when I looked at it. So we'll get past that, and it'll be fine. I don't know how many people actually watch this and look at us the whole time. I would assume not very many people. You know, you can only look at us for so long before you get tired. But if you do, look at our...
speak for yourself.
Yeah, you know. I mean, I could look at you, you know, for hours.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's been a whole week since we've talked. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, sorting out details to move.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been playing a bit more Tears of the Kingdom here and there. I
still haven't found that at Walmart.
What's that?
Still haven't found that at Walmart yet.
Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah, it's not at my Walmart, so I need to go to Target, I guess.
Yeah, you could. I'm surprised it's not at Walmart.
Yeah,
I feel like anywhere that they sell video games, you would probably find Tears of the Kingdom.
You would think, but unless people are just buying it quicker than I show up, I don't know.
I bought a like $11 capture card.
Nice.
Off of Walmart, and I bought like a HDMI splitter and a couple of HDMI cables.
Okay. Right.
So that I can stream capture off of my Switch.
All right.
We'll see how well it works. It is an $11 capture card.
I mean, you got to start somewhere.
I'm not expecting big things, but I didn't really want to spend much more than the bare minimum. And if this doesn't work out, I'll probably just try to get the Yuzu emulator running and play it on Yuzu.
Yeah.
And it will be legal
because
I have bought a copy of the game elsewhere.
Yeah. As long as it's at least 144p, we're good, you know. So as long as we get it to that standard.
I thought that was like the maximum quality that you wanted.
Yeah. So if we can, you know, well, I mean,
I would think that like 30p would be like prime real estate for you.
If it's between, oh, there's a garage door. If it's between 8-bit and 144p, we're in the green, you know.
I don't think you know what you're talking about. I don't think 8-bit is a resolution.
Well, you know, the 8-bit video games.
Sure, but that's not... I don't think that's how you define a resolution.
I don't know. I'm not a software engineer.
8-bit refers to the, like, software architecture.
I have no clue. 8-bit, 16-bit, 64-bit.
Nowadays, like, Windows computers are, like, based on 64-bit architecture, I think.
I got no clue. I'm not a computer guy, so, you know, Yeah,
it's not resolution.
Yeah, I don't really care. Talking about games, I have my Active Life.
Well, I do care. Okay.
Yeah. All right. But I got my Active Life here. Still haven't opened it, nor have I played it.
Oh wow! I mean, who needs Tears of Kingdom?
Yeah.
When you've got Active Life.
Yeah. So still haven't opened it. Still haven't played it. It looks very Kinect, so I'm excited. But yeah, I've been meaning to open it. I've been charging.
Was Kinect your jam?
No, not really. I had it though.
Okay.
I had my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle DVD set sitting around here somewhere, but I have no clue. I have a mess in my room, and we love that. But yeah, so talking about cool things, have you seen the Dungeons and Dragons movie?
No, I haven't. Did you watch that?
I did watch it. I did not go to the theater. I rented it on the TV from some website that I forgot because my dad did it. But yeah, so me and my father, not father figure, but father.
I guess you can just rent. You can always just rent the movie online when it's out in theaters now. Huh?
Yeah.
Since COVID.
And it was far cheaper because we spent $6 to watch it for 48 hours instead of going to the theater and buying 4 tickets. We just watched it at home. So, but
I think sometimes it's like $20 to rent. If it's like currently if it's currently in its like theater time.
I think it depends which streaming service it is. But $6. Watched it. It's the thing is, so with like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and Dungeons and Dragons, a lot of the creature types are all kind of the same. You got like orcs and you got like goblins and stuff, and it's a lot of
kind of based on like Tolkien, which he based on some like myths and fairy tales, right?
Yeah. So there's a few characters in that movie that look like from Star Wars or from Lord of the Rings, and which is kind of interesting. But overall, I very much like the movie. I won't spoil any of it, but it's definitely very funny. It's very good. Something about it, though.
See, I watched the trailer. It seemed very Marvel movie to me.
There are spots that are very.
Seemed like it was really trying to go for that broad Marvel appeal with just the quippy jokes all the time.
It definitely was kind of Thor Ragnarok-y and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
But it definitely does it well.
Yeah.
But
I will say Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite.
Yeah.
Like Marvel movie.
There's a couple scenes where it's basically Guardians of the Galaxy, but I think they did a really good job making it. It's fun to watch. It has a interesting storyline. It threw me for a little bit of a loop because there's a little bit of mystery-esque-ish at the beginning, but I quite liked it. There's a couple scenes where they're riding horses, and it just does not look right. I don't know. Like the CGI in the whole movie, amazing.
Are they not real horses?
They're like, it's like a very zoomed out video, and they're like little on horses, and something just doesn't look right. Everything other than that, like when it's the close up and they're on actual horses, looks fine. When they're small little people riding horses, it looks a little interesting. Oh, and he's gone. But yeah, overall though, recommend the movie. Me and father liked it. So
I know for The Last of Us, I was watching one of those like post episode behind the scenes things, and they have a horse that Joel and Ellie are riding around on. And I think for most of the shots, it was a real horse. But then Joel gets... I think there's a scene where Joel gets thrown... No, it's a scene where Ellie gets thrown off the horse. And for that scene, they actually had like a big trailer-mounted contraption with a little just seat made to look like a horse that Bella Ramsey they had her sitting on top of, or maybe it was like a stunt double or something, but it wasn't. Yeah, it was just, it wasn't a horse at all for that one scene.
Well, it was probably for safety, yeah.
But sure, yeah, they didn't want to, kill the horse or something.
I mean, I would, but
wow.
Yeah, so
you're cool.
That's
you're cool
like
and edgy.
In the Ben-Hur movie, what is it, like The Legend of Ben-Hur? The original one from like the 40s or 50s. And that movie, they do a lot of horse stuff because it's all in like Roman times. And I think in the making of the movie, they killed like 155 horses or something. Like it's a crazy number.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's they killed a lot of horses for that movie.
When was this?
This was like
Ben-Hur?
Yeah, it was like the 1940s, I think.
1959.
1959. Ben-Hur. Many horses died.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So, and then there's the Ben-Hur remake, which is actually a very good movie, and I don't remember who plays in that, but I know I like that movie. It's very good. I also recommend Ben-Hur. Not the original, the new one, because we don't support animal death here. We are PETA. But yeah, talking about people that should be hurt, are the people who go to like Walmart or Target or any, place where you buy stuff. And then you have a
store. Maybe.
You go to a store, right?
Oh.
You fill up your cart completely, okay? And then you go into self-checkout. I think people who do that should not be able to shop and should be put in a wheelchair because that is stupid.
Oh. Okay.
Like I went to Walmart yesterday to purchase items, and there was a long line at the self-checkout because people have full carts. The aisles for people to get checked out in are pretty much empty, but their cart is full and they want to do self-checkout because they are stupid and don't figure out that that is wrong and you should not do that.
That's why sometimes there's like an item limit for some self-checkout lanes.
Yeah. Or you're the idiot who gets your full cart, goes to the back to the electronics, and then does your full checkout there. I hate you too. I almost hate you more.
Wait, you've seen people checking out like their groceries at the electronics area?
Yes. They'll get their full grocery cart, go back there, get one set of like headphones or something, and then fully check out back there. I'm like, I hate you. Unlive, please. That's
lunatics in Colorado Springs.
Yeah. No, it's everywhere. I initially saw it in Washington.
Oh.
In Washington, in Washington, it happened more often than it did here.
I can't move there now.
Yeah. So, all you redneck idiots going to Walmart and checking out in the electronics with 50 billion items for your 28 kids. I hate you. So I don't know, man. It's, that's...
What are they doing? Go to Costco.
That's my red flag. If I meet a girl, she could be the hottest girl I've ever met and be perfect.
I ask every girl that I go on a date with, I ask her,
Do you go in the self-checkout? What
are her shopping habits?
If you need a cart for your items, you should not be in self-checkout.
Well, okay. I don't know about that. I mean, some places like Kroger have those little, like, small carts.
If it's a hand cart, all right. Or, like, the tiny little cart, because you're an old woman, all right. But you got the full-size cart. Okay. The whole bottom is full. You should not be in the self-checkout.
I've used those carts from time to time. They're handy if you're a single person.
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't need Safeway, a full cart of food.
Yeah. If you're at Safeway and you have that tiny little cart and you have like 10 items maybe, all right. If you got the full-size cart and you got about 25 items, you suck. Go and get checked out by a kid who's getting paid minimum wage. So, you know, like... Or make more self-checkout.
Go keep things. That kid employed.
Go employ the kids, man. You know, start hiring 12-year-olds and have them do the register. I don't know. It's bring back child labor. But I don't know. It's
don't let ChatGPT take their jobs.
Yeah, like, you know. But yeah, so if I go out on a date, you know, she could be my dream girl. But if we go to a store and she pulls that garbage,
50 items in her cart, and she's going up to the self-checkout, oh,
she's walking home. She ain't getting a ride home. I'm leaving immediately. You walk home.
If it's her car, hot wiring her car.
If it's her car,
yeah, it away.
I'm popping your tires and breaking your windows, and I will walk home. Because that is stupid. Like, I don't know. It's just... It's so annoying.
You've got principles.
Yeah. Man. You know, you could be the spawn of Jesus, right? And, you know, be amazing. But you bring more than like 10 items in that self-checkout. If you can't hold it, you shouldn't be in that line. I don't know. Or you're the person who tries to go to self-checkout and use a check. That is also stupid, and you shouldn't do that. I know you're like 85, but that's not how it works. I have seen it. It'll be the oldest person you have ever seen in your life. Like, there is a trail of dust blowing off the back of them. And they'll talk to the young child who gets paid minimum wage.
That is the kind of person it takes to still have a checkbook.
Yes. And they will try to pay with check. So, you know, that's very stupid. This is the same thing as, like, asking someone how they take the photo, right? You know, it's in the same category as that, right? You ask them, how do you take your photo? If they do it vertically. Well, one, if you do it vertically, you're a monster. And two, if you click the button right. It's in the same category, right?
We've got a new addition to the what makes you a good match.
Yeah. In Kevin's book of dating, rule 2 is if you carry a checkbook
of etiquette.
Yeah. If you carry a checkbook or if you carry cash because you don't trust the internet, I hate you. So, yeah.
Okay. I think cash is still quite a useful tool.
Yes, I'm fine with carrying cash because it looks cool. But if you carry cash because you don't want to open a debit card or credit card because you don't trust the banks and the internet, that's the weird part. But carry cash all you like.
And some people don't, and you know, sometimes banks aren't super trustworthy.
Pick a different bank. I don't know. But if you
sometimes banks, you know, go bankrupt or something, and you know, you lose your money because the bank is gone.
Yeah, I guess that's why you don't put
not the most common thing ever.
That's why you don't put your eggs all in one basket.
Oh.
Like, I won't go too detailed, but I may have, like, 3 bank accounts.
Kevin, if you could just explain all of your financial situation to us.
But basically...
That'd be good.
Yeah. I have 3 banks. That's divided decently equally. Just for safety, But yeah. Because you're not building credit then. And you can't be dating someone who's not building credit because you'll never buy a house, So
I got me a Capital One Quicksilver secured card.
Nice.
Finally in April. Should have done that, several years before. But hopefully that'll end up giving me a credit history.
Yeah. Did you do does your bank provide a credit builder loan?
I didn't do it through my bank. It was just Capital One. You just attach your bank account routing number and whatnot with the card so that you can pay off the balance each month.
So you didn't do like a credit builder loan. You just got the credit card? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's a secured credit card.
Yes.
So...
But I'm saying, on top of that, you should do a credit builder loan that'll build your credit. So basically, the credit builder loan, and we're a financial podcast here, a credit builder loan is a loan that the bank gives you, but they don't actually give you money.
You just pay them exactly what they gave you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of what this credit card is. You give them $200, and then you have a $200 limit.
Oh.
On your card.
All right, that's interesting, but cool, nice. So it's kind of like a debit card. Which is
incredibly dumb.
So it's a debit card, basically.
With extra steps.
Yeah, because the debit card is you put the money in and then you just spend that money.
So that miraculously you are now trustworthy with credit cards.
Yeah. I mean, if it builds your credit.
For some reason, American companies seem to think that makes sense. Yeah. So that's what we're doing.
It doesn't need to make sense. It just needs to work. I like
the credit system in the U.S. is incredibly dumb.
Yeah, there's many things that the U.S. does that's very interesting and unique. But
yes,
we'll
go with that.
We like to be unique. We don't like to be normal.
We like our children dying in schools.
It's I love that. Yeah. I'm a very big fan. I love it. I think, why not? It's training your kids for World War III, I think,
Yeah, you're just getting them ready.
I think all school shootings are an inside job. I think it's...
Whoa, okay.
I think it's the government getting kids ready for modern warfare.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah. So, honestly, that would be...
World War III rolls around, we're going to be ready.
That might be... I wonder if that's already a conspiracy theory. That they're all...
I have no doubt.
It's like 9/11, but different, But yeah, we love that. So that's cool.
Sure. Some thousands of people are onto that one.
Yeah, there's got to be. We got Flat Earth. We've got... What are some other ones? I don't know. What's the...
Flat Earth's good. Haven't visited the moon. The moon landing was
moon landing was fake. What else?
the pyramids were made by aliens.
Yeah, global warming.
I don't know if that's as much a conspiracy theory as just a theory. I don't know.
I think it's a conspiracy theory.
Sure.
The Denver airport. Many conspiracy theories there. Man, I can't think of any now. But yeah, we love conspiracy theories. I think
my uncle, my 87-year-old uncle, believes that the war in Ukraine
is fake.
He believes that supporting Ukraine is the most corrupt place in the world or something, and that it's good that Russia is invading it, and that yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would think it would be like Dubai or
when I visited
Thailand.
him last year, man, it is not fun listening to that man talk. And he loves to talk.
That's like my family. My uncle.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was real upset about the wind farms in his area. He was pissed.
Interesting.
He did not like that renewable energy at all.
That's like my grandfather. My grandfather.
Renewable energy, no good.
Yeah, my German grandfather, he is very anti-electric. He loves his gas. And so basically with
even in Germany, really, I would imagine people in Germany are a little more open to renewable energy.
The younger kids, I think, are, but he and the old people are not. But so basically, he thinks for your house and for your car that we should not use electricity because it's expensive to get electricity and we should just use gas. And especially for his car, he's like, we may use electricity for the car, but where does it come from? It's not infinite, but it is because we get it from the sun. So that's very interesting.
Everyone knows that the sun has infinite energy.
But, and then he also thinks that when you start your car, you should immediately drive and not
What are we going to do when the sun runs out of power, Kevin?
We will be dead. Yes, I believe from the sun to Earth, light takes about 8 minutes. And so
if we would just stop draining the sun of all of its energy with our gosh dang solar panels, then we'd be around for billions more years.
Yeah, that's how it works.
But we're draining the light.
We only have 5 billion years left.
Yeah. It's dropping, at insane rates.
We're like Starkiller Base from Star Wars. We are draining the sun. But basically, yeah. So he's like,
but before it was just going to keep itself running indefinitely, and now we've ruined it.
It's just a big gulp, and we are sucking it dry. But yeah, so, he thinks that, when you start your car, you should immediately drive because it's better for the car and you waste less gas. But it's very much the opposite on the first one.
Immediately drive. Well, it means you just, shouldn't idle your vehicle.
Yes, which is bad.
Sure, that is kind of a waste of gas or electricity if it's an electric car, I guess.
Well, no, for gas. For your gas car, you should turn it on, immediately drive, and not let your engine and fluids warm up, which you should do. You should start your car, let it idle, warm up everything, and then drive.
Sure, I mean, if it's cold, but if you're starting your car and it's 70 degrees, then I don't think
still should let it run for a couple seconds.
Sure.
get all the oils moving, get all the grease flowing, and then drive, because it is better for your car. It will longevify your engine. That's a real word. But yeah, so, you know, we love old people.
I have heard that, like, people in places in Europe will get mad at you if you are in a parking lot just idling your car.
There are many...
strangers will get mad at you just seeing you idling your car.
There are many interesting things that go on in Europe that make no sense to Americans. And many things Americans do that make zero sense.
Vice versa.
Yes.
Yes.
Like horsepower. In Germany, they believe that you should have the bare minimum horsepower to go anywhere. You know, which is very interesting.
What? The bare minimum? What?
So, like, my uncle, me and my uncle had this conversation. His car he's got a little, like, Renault or something. He's got, like, I think barely 100 horsepower. So very weak. And you can pretty much stomp it, and you could walk faster than it speeding up, basically. So it has very little horsepower. Whereas my car, I have a tune on it, and I do 230 horsepower, I think. And I told him that, and he's like,
"Aren't you special?"
He's like, "Oh my god, that is too much horsepower." He's like, "Why do you need all that horsepower? You guys don't have the Autobahn. You guys can't go faster than 75." We're like, "Yes, but if I have to go up a hill, I'm not doing about 12, and I can, you know."
That's nice, yeah.
Drive and not be worried about getting stuck on a slightly steep hill, because
acceleration is good.
My grandfather's car, a RAV4 with 120 horsepower, with me, my mom, and my uncle in it, struggled going up a hill. So that was fun. We did about, it was I think a 45-mile-per-hour speed limit, and we did about maybe 20 up that hill. So that was great. But yeah, they don't they don't understand, like, just get a little extra horsepower, you know, and things will be nicer. I mean, you are also taxed on like the size of your engine and your horsepower, so that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I get, you know, like the 1,000-power horse cars, the 1,000 horsepower cars are a little overkill, but you know, yeah, dude, stroke.
Words.
But yeah, you know, it's just interesting over there. You know, they rather ride their horses around town and, you know, get the buggy. But I don't know. I mean, it definitely, by doing that, you know, carbon emissions are lower, and, you know, stuff's a lot cleaner, and all their electrical.
That's pretty nice. Yeah.
All the electrical towers are all underground and stuff, and I don't know. It's just nice. That's probably my favorite part. Is all the, like, telephone poles and electrical stuff. It's all underground. You don't see none of that ugly stuff. It's amazing. But yeah. You know, maybe we'll do that. The 2G1T European tour. Go around Europe.
Yeah.
We just need to get a sponsor to sponsor that trip. If you guys are a sponsor, please sponsor us, so then we may go to Europe and make a video.
You've got a few thousand spare dollars laying around that you could just, you know, let us have for a nice little. You know, nice little trip.
Then we can do it as a tax write-off. You know, I do wonder that. You know, because people make videos of them.
We'll get you exposure.
Yeah, you know.
Well, I mean, that's worth thousands of dollars.
We get 31 subs. You know, we get about 40 views per video. I think that's good exposure for your company. But
our audience will go flocking to your services.
All 31 people, where 25 of them are in Washington, will love your great stuff. Yeah. So, you know, but I do think, but so, like, you know, people make videos of so they can do tax write-offs. Do you have to be monetized to do that, or could we just do that now? Could we book a trip and get a tax write-off on it?
I don't know that it would be a tax write-off currently, as we don't really have a business, and this endeavor does not make money.
Yeah,
but I'm not a tax expert, so
I'm gonna go to my local bank and ask them if our small podcast could be used as a tax write-off. Because then maybe I can write off that $16 that we used to buy. I don't remember what I bought with the $16. I know we're down $16, but I don't remember what I bought with that $16. What did I buy with that $16? Was it?
I do not remember.
I'll have to go back through the episodes and figure out what I bought for $16 and why we're down $16. Man, I know we're down $16, but for what, I have no clue. But yeah, so, things are looking good for us. Soon we'll be doing big money trips and such.
Really up and up.
Yeah. You can only go up. You can't go down. So we are like Bitcoin. We only go up. Never dipping. Never losing money. So, yeah. But yeah, we love that. Yeah, I don't know.
So,
what'd you got?
We had another movie in the Nick Cage escapade.
Okay.
This week, we watched Ghost Rider.
A great movie with Nick.
Yes, Nick Cage is in this movie.
Yep, Nick. We love Nick.
As fate would have it.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to a friend of the show, Seth.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday, and
big fan, first-time caller, all-time listener.
Looking at some of the trivia on this movie.
Yeah.
Apparently,
you should.
Nick Cage.
Hold on. Ask me. You should. We'll make a little game out of this. You say a fact, and I have to guess if it's true or false. So you either tell me a real fact or make up a fact, and I'll see if I can guess it.
Will it work like that? I'm not going to do that.
No? All right. Okay. Just tell me that. Just tell me.
I don't have any false facts prepared for you. Sorry.
All right. I mean, I could do it on the spot because I am intellectual like that, but whatever. Okay. What you got for me?
Apparently, Nick really was a huge Ghost Rider fan. So
false.
He lobbied really hard to be in this movie.
Yeah.
He even had a Ghost Rider tattoo that they had to cover up for the movie. Because, it might be a little awkward if he was a fan of Ghost Rider as Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Is there 2 Ghost Rider movies? Or is it just the one?
I don't know. There's a good chance there was another one in the past.
Because the first one where he goes into, like, the canyon or whatever? Where it's all, like, the rock houses? Oh, you think,
there was a sequel?
Yeah. Because he goes... which one is he, like... There's like a big arena, like an old medieval arena or whatever they go to. It's all like broken down, and then they like go up on a stage and fight. And then there's like the rock wall place. I think that's Ghost Rider. I know it's got Nick Cage in it. I'm pretty sure that's Ghost Rider. Maybe it's the second.
I think you're thinking of a different.
I don't know.
Different series, probably.
Because I know the first Ghost Rider, he's like fighting on the train tracks, right?
No.
Oh. I don't know what I'm thinking of then.
I don't think there's any train tracks. Well,
I thought he like...
there might have been like a scene with a train yard. Now that I think about it, but it wasn't like a major facet of the movie.
Yeah,
it was just a quick scene.
Is that the one where he goes
with some of the bad guys?
Yeah, he like goes in the jail cell or something, right?
No, so the villain is some Twilight-looking vampire guy, and he's got his crew of ghost henchmen.
Okay.
One's made out of water, and one's like wind. You know, they're the masters of the elements or some shit.
Okay.
And they're all trying to take down the Ghost Rider, because the Ghost Rider is killing evil, I think.
All right. Fun.
And they want something to do with a contract. They want him to give Twilight guy this contract,
because he signs a contract with the devil, right? And then
sure, but I'm not sure. I don't remember how Twilight guy getting this contract is supposed to help him.
I don't know. Well, because he's doing the motocross or whatever. Doesn't he get like injured, and so he signs the deal with the devil, and then...
Well, I don't think destroying the contract gets him out of it. Well, otherwise, he would have just destroyed the contract.
Maybe the contract...
I don't know.
Maybe he gets control of him if he owns the contract, or if he breaks it,
that
he
might
dies.
Have been it. Yeah, he might like get the powers of the Ghost Rider if he gets the contract somehow.
Maybe.
I don't know. It wasn't great writing.
Yeah. I haven't watched
I don't know if that's
Rider
to blame from the comics or just the movie itself.
Yeah.
But
I have no clue.
It wasn't the best. It had real great CGI though. The CGI looked pretty cool. Ghost Rider. Apparently, the production, they scanned Nick Cage's skull, and they actually made his scan of the skull, the skull that Ghost Rider has, the flaming skull, is actually apparently Nick Cage's skull. And they also took his voice and ran it through several different processes between like animal growls, and
just pitch shifting it,
engines, and pitch shifting, and all kinds of shit, running it backwards to make the voice of Ghost Rider.
I don't remember him having a different voice though.
At that point, it really doesn't need to be Nick Cage. It didn't sound like him at all.
Yeah.
But I guess it's cool that it was still his voice.
Yeah. Give him
originally.
Yeah. I can't remember what his voice sounded like though. I thought it was just his normal voice.
No, it's certainly not.
I am Ghost Rider.
Yeah, you know, guilty. Innocent. There's this one scene where he gets thrown into jail for like destroying town and causing lots of problems
at the train yard.
Sure. And then there's a bunch of rude dudes who get attack him for some reason. They don't like Ghost Rider.
They don't like white people.
They don't like Johnny Blaze. Maybe they don't know he's Ghost Rider, so they think they can pick on Johnny Blaze. And then he transforms into Ghost Rider and just fucks them all up.
Yeah.
They all
Judgment Day.
But then there's one guy in the cell who didn't attack him at all.
He just dies.
Was just nice to him, I guess. and that guy is still fine after he gets rid of all the bad inmates, and then he turns around after fighting them and goes, "Innocent," and then walks out.
Judgment.
Okay, great. he doesn't do this for any other character in the show, but he really needed to let that guy know that he was innocent.
Yeah, it'd be funny if you just like throughout the whole movie, guilty,
good, bro.
Guilty, guilty. It's very Judge Dredd. Yo, I am the judge, the jury, and the executioner. Boom.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
You're cool. Ghost Rider thinks you're cool.
When I make my short film, I'm gonna have that in there. Innocent. Ouch! And then just kill him.
And then kill the innocent
guy.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It's gonna be some lady.
Well, that's not very Ghost Rider of you.
I'm like the Punisher, but more evil. I am Lord Palpatine.
Okay.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, but they did a great job with the VFX.
Yeah.
The skull and his transforming bike are super cool.
I remember the transformation being cool.
It's probably my favorite parts of the movie.
Yeah.
He drives around town, leaving flames behind him. Yeah. And then the next day, everything he drives past explodes or like lights up in flame, which is pretty hilarious. And then so he drives through town in one of the scenes, and then the next day there's like melted asphalt, a line of melted asphalt through the street, which I thought was pretty cool.
What was the movie we were gonna watch together? Last week we talked about it, and you said we were gonna watch it. I can't remember now.
I don't know. Was it a Nick Cage movie?
I don't remember. We talked about a movie that was coming out or something that you wanted to watch, and you asked me if we should watch it together. But now I don't remember.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
Maybe. But yeah, I don't know.
Anyway. Yeah, then the end of the movie comes around, and there's this graveyard caretaker that's like Johnny's mentor or something.
Oh yeah.
And he goes over and talks to him one last time, and then the caretaker reveals that he is also a Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
And so he's going to go into town and help Johnny kill Twilight Guy to defeat him. So
doesn't he
all cool, and he gets on his horse and he becomes his horse is flaming, and they're riding horse by motorcycle side by side into town. And then they stop, and then the caretaker's like, "This is as far as I can go, son. Good luck on your mission." And then he turns around and goes back to non-Ghost Rider mode. So that was really dumb.
Nice.
Like, that would have been pretty cool if they had, both rode into battle together. Yeah. And it really seemed like that's what was happening. And then it just didn't. And then Johnny goes and fights Twilight Guy with his girlfriend instead.
Nice.
And she picks up a gun that Johnny has and then loses, and then she picks it up and shoots Twilight Guy a bit. And
yeah, don't they go on like a little road trip? Then they go on a little road trip, and he's got the bike on the back of a truck, and then he's like, "I need to take care of something." He like hops out, gets on it, and then he like Ghost Riders up and drives off the truck.
I
think I only know the second movie. I don't know.
At the start of the movie, he's going around in like a tour bus. With his fellow like carnival motorcycle.
He's
guys.
with like a girl or a little boy, and they're in the tow truck, and there's bikes on the back, and he gets out while they're riding, and he hops on and flame on and jumps off. I think I only know the second movie. I don't think I know the first.
It is the. I don't think there's a Ghost Rider 2.
I don't know whatever movie I'm thinking.
Is there?
I think there should be.
Oh yeah, okay. Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance.
Yeah, I don't know. I seem to only know that movie.
Dude. That cover looks sick, though.
Yeah.
The cover of that movie?
Yeah, where he's got the whip.
Man, like, yeah, they got some good sense of style with just the way that Ghost Rider looks. Like, yeah, in the movie, he's whipping around his chains, and they're lighting on fire, and they did a great job with the VFX.
Yeah, I don't know, like I don't know when this came out, but yeah, no, it definitely stands the test of time, I must say.
The first movie came out in 2007. It looks like Spirit of Vengeance came out in 2012.
But yeah, I don't know,
You must have seen this one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because they're at these caves here. I'm holding it to the camera here. Yeah.
Wait, there's gonna be a Ghost Rider 3, but now it's Keanu Reeves.
It might be better, honestly. I don't know why they didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I think Keanu Reeves fits the role better.
Yeah, especially if he does from Ted. What is it? Not Ted and Ed. What's the? Oh, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Maybe these are. I think these might just be fan trailer things.
Maybe. Talking about fan trailers, I might have already talked about this.
This isn't real.
Yeah. The fan is making a Star Wars: The Clone Wars style short movie. I think I talked about it last week, but I'm very excited for that, and I can't wait for that to come out because it looks awesome.
Wait, what movie?
So it's a fan-made movie. It's called I don't know what it's called actually, but it's same style as the 2012 Star Wars: The Clone Wars series, and it takes place in that time. It follows Commander Tuff, I think, and they go behind enemy lines, and it looks awesome. And I can't wait for that to come out, and I will watch it. I don't know. I've been on a very Star Wars kick lately. I do like Star Wars. It's pretty cool. But yeah.
Nice.
So I'm excited about that. Yeah, I've got more Armada stuff. So now I can start playing Armada with my father. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll tell you all about it hopefully next week if I play it at some point near soon.
I look forward to it.
Yeah. Are you doing anything special for Memorial Day tomorrow?
Memorial Day?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are the traditions for Memorial Day?
On Memorial Day, you normally do bench press.
Okay.
You know,
you drink beer?
Yeah, a lot of beer, a lot of meat, a lot of weightlifting, but no legs stuff. It's all about upper body. It's very manly things. You shoot guns.
Okay.
You throw axes.
Yeah.
It's like the Greek Olympics or whoever made the Olympics, but the original version where they're all in little tunics, basically butt naked, and just very manly things.
Oh, that sounds really, really great.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do any of those things.
Yeah, wife carry.
I'm probably gonna finish putting back together my old PC and sticking that up on Facebook
Craigslist.
Marketplace.
Yeah. I do.
We don't do Craigslist anymore. Craigslist is old news.
Facebook Marketplace is honestly kind of nice. It's where my mom sells all
it's the way to go these days.
Yeah. Love Facebook. Love the overlords. So
I also need to probably sell or get rid of a lot of other things if I'm gonna move.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to
road trip it.
Gotta find a place to live over there.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at rooms for rent. Yeah, probably gonna. I think I talked about this last week.
Yeah, we talked a little bit as well. I think we talked about it quite a bit offline. But yeah, talking about places to live. I've also been looking at apartments, and in Rowley, Wyoming, there is a train yard there. Yeah, so we found a job for train yard worker in Rowley, Wyoming, and
who's we?
Me and my assistant, and so we looked.
Okay.
And so if you go on apartments.com, there are 11 apartments for sale or for rent. And they are about the size of this room right here. The whole house is the size of this room. And they look
you
like
mean the whole apartment.
No. The apartment is a house.
It's just like it's more of a cabin than a house, seems like.
It's like a tiny house, but it is the size of my room. It's about one room with everything all in that room, basically. Maybe a little toilet. And
studio apartment.
It looks like where you would go to be murdered by a guy in overalls. Like, it is...
okay.
You know... I'll show you the photos after this, because it's about, like, if you were in the area in general, you would crap your pants because it is somewhere you would go where no one under the age of 85 would live and just get brutally murdered. By
85-year-olds?
No, by the one child who died in the railroad yard many years ago, but he's not dead, and he comes now and haunts all the kids and murders them. So, that's cool. But
Sounds
yeah,
like a rough neighborhood.
I mean, the house is just
affordable rent though.
Oh, dude, butt crack, dirt cheap. It's dirt cheap. But likelihood
maybe I should consider Wyoming.
Yeah, if you like dirt cheap rent, a house that may have unknown species living in it, and viral diseases that man has not discovered.
Okay, well, that sounds like a great scientific opportunity to make new discoveries.
You could work on the rail yard.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
So, we love that. Very cool. But yeah, it was an experience. I also looked at apartments in like Boston and Washington and, other places that have people. And it was an experience, So, here at 2G1T Studios headquarters.
I think you're usually probably going to want to look for rooms for rent. Because apartments are usually like at least, I don't know, I guess it depends on the city, but usually at least like $1,200 a month.
Yeah, I mean, actually in Boston it was pretty cheap. It was for like there were some where it was like 5-room apartments, and they were like really narrow and tall. It was kind of interesting. I don't know,
like a townhouse.
Yeah, kind of. And it was like $750 a month.
Are you sure that was for the whole place?
I think so, because...
I think that might just be a room in that place.
I don't know. It was tough to tell, because it just said 5 rooms.
There is no like big city in the U.S. that is giving you a 5-bedroom townhouse for $700 a month.
But that's
never happening.
No, but it was tight. Like, it was basically a hallway size, just kind of like long. It was like the length of this room, but the size of like a 7-foot wide hallway. It was like narrow, and it just went up 5 stories. And 1 story was like the kitchen. 1 story was the living room.
Like a ladder that you have to.
It was like you go through like a little door at the end of the hallway, goes up in a spiral staircase, and then it's the next floor. But it was like 1 room's kitchen, 1 room is bathroom, 1 room is living room, 1 room is bedroom, and it was like narrow.
Each on a different floor.
Yeah. It was kind of crazy looking. There was a couple of them like that, where it's just like these super narrow houses that just went vertical. It was very European in that sense. But it was interesting. But yeah. Washington, though, very expensive. Like Bellingham, very expensive. But yeah. So, maybe move out.
Not much more expensive than Colorado.
Yeah.
From what I've seen.
Yeah, but maybe because you want to move out to Washington for scuba diving. I want to move out to Washington to buy a boat. I might just...
Oh, well, that sounds like the perfect combination.
Yeah.
You have a boat, and I can use your boat to go diving.
Yeah. I might just live on my boat.
You for your boat.
Yeah. I might just live on my boat,
Okay.
But,
all right. Yeah. I like the sound of this.
You see a hot boat-owning fisherman.
We could go make trips over to Hawaii.
That's gonna be a long boat ride.
just to take a couple weeks to sail over to Hawaii, and
that might be a month or 2.
Yeah, a month
on my little boat.
Maybe go down to Baja, California.
That we could do.
Hang out there.
But yeah,
live a life on the sea.
Yeah, because honestly, a boat ain't that expensive, depending on what you get, So, I'll just sell...
Just need a little inflatable dinghy with a tent on it.
A big piece of plywood with buckets underneath and a tent set up. Honestly, that might be the way.
Yeah.
You just build a flat platform, put some turf on it, build a tent on it with an engine, and... Bam.
There you go. You're off to the races.
My own aircraft carrier, basically. Yep. But I just need it big enough for my drum kit, If I can fit the drum kit in the boat, we're living.
Perfect. Yeah.
You see a boat floating down the river. It's got a drum kit on the front of it. Just me playing, just rocking. That's...
People made a lot of those back in my hometown. For the river regatta,
yeah,
there'd be people with a full band on their raft.
That's what I want
riding down the river and jamming.
That'll be us. That'll be us. We'll be jamming on my little boat, sailing down.
That's the life.
Catch fish and sell them at local restaurants. Man, that sounds fun. Yep. Just go to shore during the day, at night sleep on the boat. That might be it. Because then I don't really need a car. I just live off the shores and stuff. Go to the fishing towns. It'll be tough though. If I meet a girl, I'll be like, yeah, you want to go back to my boat? And she'll be like, well, actually, that might be it.
Chicks dig boats.
Dude, they do dig boats. Bring her back to my flat piece of cardboard with a tent on it. And she'll be like, wow, I love your boat.
Nice place, dude.
Nice place. Sorry, my bed is a hammock. It is not big enough for the 2 of us. You will sleep on the floor. So good night. But yeah, you know, I think that's the route to go. You know, I do want to live on a boat. We'll just have a boat. I don't know. I'll just bring a little tent.
Get yourself that Tears of the Kingdom.
Yep.
Draft yourself some models in that game.
Yep.
And you can get a good idea of what it would look like.
Yeah. There we go. Or play the just build it in Minecraft. Yep.
Or more Minecraft.
Yeah. But I think we've done pretty good on time here. Do you have any final statements?
No.
Dude, also this whole time, my screen has been glitching out. It's crazy. Hold on. I'm going to just take a video of this real quick. Wow. But, yeah.
I hope that didn't end up in the recording.
I don't think so. Because when I watched it back, it was fine. But I'm just going to send you this video because this is amazing. It is kind of crazy looking.
Well, I think that's been it for the Two Guys One Toilet podcast this week.
Yep. What episode are we on?
Thank you for watching / listening. We are on episode 30-something.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
That we will. Goodbye.
Goodbye.